This is a true story that happened when I was 7 years old. I knew both of the boys involved, and the incident shook our entire village. It happened on a summer afternoon, likely during our school holidays. The two boys, probably around 5th or 6th grade, had gone out to play in the fields outside the village. In our rural hometown, there's an old superstition: never go out at noon, especially not into the wilderness. That hour is considered the most dangerous time of day when dark things roam. So at that time, the village streets are usually empty, the doors closed, the world oddly still. But the boys, full of energy and summer freedom, didn't care about such things. For some reason, they ran off toward the fields. Out there stood an abandoned well, the kind once used for pumping water to irrigate crops not very deep, but still dangerous. 2 days later, the boys' bodies were found inside that very well. The whole village was in uproar. One old man, whose house stood near the path leading to the fields, recalled something strange. On the day of the incident, he was sitting outside his front gate when he saw the two boys dash past running unnaturally fast, almost floating above the ground. He even called out to them, but they didn't react at all, as if they hadn't heard or seen him. He thought he was imagining things, and didn't give it more thought until the news broke. After hearing this, several elders immediately said they were spirit-led ghosts, lured into the well. Someone else, an older teen at the time, added that he'd always felt uneasy about that well. He remembered once cutting grass nearby. Out of curiosity, he looked into it, and saw something strange, a glowing orb at the bottom, shimmering with colorful lights like a giant pearl. Excited, he had the impulse to climb down, but just as he neared the edge, an overwhelming stench hit him, so foul and unnatural that a deep sense of dread filled him. He turned and ran without looking back. Of course, the police were eventually called in. The official statement concluded that the boys had accidentally fallen into the well and died from suffocation caused by a lack of oxygen. Soon after, the villagers quietly filled in the well. No ceremony, no signs, just silence. It's been over 20 years since then. If those two boys were still alive today, they'd be nearly 40 grown men.